Nessa girl, dun 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 dun, looking out on the morning rain. Oh, listen, honey. Oh, I used to feel so fishy. Do. Oh, and when I knew I had to face another day. Oh, yes, honey. Let me tell you something, Nessa girl. Betty Wright said having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. But baby, I just had a whole man leave from over here, make me feel like a whole woman, honey. And I'm just basking in the afterglow of love, honey. Yes, honey, I'm just feeling real fishy, honey. Just ghetto side piece fish, honey. So I had to go in there and put me on a Grecian goddess outfit and just bask in his cologne, honey. Yes, honey. You make me feel like a natural woman. Girl, I was laying in the bed and I said, let me find a way to give this video some excitement considering the fact that the damn show did not. Did you get into these Housewives of Atlanta? Girl, let me tell you something. Kenya Moore, I'm not trying to be funny, but I would stop going around telling people Chef Roblé of all people is who I met my damn husband through. Let me tell you something, honey. I love me some Chef Roblé. I love everything. I ain't got nothing to say about him professionally, but I'm just gonna... Girl, I don't know that I'd be taking no dating recommendations from Chef Roblé. And I'ma leave it at that, girl. Y'all can read in between the lines, color into the lines. And then it's so funny because I saw your husband down, you and your husband down to the old lady gang. And your husband looked like he would be in a boys group with Chef Roblé. Again, Nessa, you can read between them lines. You can have fun with them lines or do whatever you want to do with them. But them is, girl, is it me? Or maybe this my first time watching the episode from the very beginning, hearing them taglines. Candy said, don't come at the boss because you might get fired. I think that might be the shadiest goddamn tagline of the entire 10 years of this damn show. But I'm going to say something. And I've said it before. The show just got stale for some reason. Something is missing. And I don't want to jug at people over there at Housewives or make certain producers feel less than. But it begs the question, is Carlos King not being there, is that one of the contributing factors to things being slightly off? Is it the fact that we've been knowing these ladies now, for a decade and we're used to this drama and it just feels so familiar that we don't care anymore? Is it a combination of them both? I'ma say this. Personalities are personalities. I think the Carlos thing might be a small part, but such a small part that it's not really a major factor. I think the big thing is, and I've said it for years, with this particular configuration of women, we already know these hoes for their works. We already know what tricks they're going to pull. We already know how they're going to respond to just about every life circumstance. It's just gotten predictable at this point. And it's late and it's dry. And, there's a fine line that you have to toe between making a TV show and in real life. And the fact of the matter is, in real life, after 6, 7, 8, 10 years of going through some shit with a bitch, in real life, you just stop fucking with them. In real life, Candy would never sit at Porsha's table. In real life, Candy probably would opt to never be somewhere Porsha gonna be unless she absolutely had to. And it's just some of these fake elements of this show are just non-entertaining. It's just, I don't know. But speaking of Porsha, I'm gonna say this while I'm up here looking like a Grecian goddess. Do I look fine or what? Listen, hold this little number right here gonna be flying off the damn shelf after I finish with it. I don't fucking around and hurt my shoulder trying to sit up here sexy. Hold on, girl. Let me fold up my orthopedic pillow. Yes, honey. Yeah. Yes, daddy. Get this cat. Yes. Hit it hard from the back. Roll around to the front. I know you heard a lot of tracks, but 12 plays what you want. Listen, y'all, it's something about this black and gold with a little piece of AKA number that I got on that got me feeling so fishy right now. I can't even finish telling the damn story. Okay, let's just get into Porsha going to Shamea wedding. Like, girl, another thing that's annoying as fuck about this show is that y'all trying to sell us shit that just do not make sense. I fucking refuse to believe that Porsha Williams, who excessively spends thousands of dollars on any and everything else she wants, is opting to not go to her best friend from like grade school or middle school's wedding over a $10,000 ticket. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. A bitch like me, I ain't got it. Matter of fact, about 5 years ago, a friend of mine got married in Mexico and I sent that bitch some spoons. Okay, because I was like, bitch, at the time, let me see, 5 years ago, I would have been 20, I'm 34 now, so I would have been 29. So I was like 28, 29, a friend got married in Mexico. I said, Mexico, and this was a friend I had met in college. So, bitch, I was about to rearrange my whole motherfucking budget to get to goddamn Mexico because your ass want to have a destination wedding that over majority of your friends that you went to school with cannot afford to attend. Okay. So I sent that bitch some spoons. They were spoons from Saks. Now, what the fuck she did with them? Lord, this ain't even got nothing to do with the story. I'm still mad. I got a thing about people with these damn destination weddings. Let me tell you something. We at the age now that, bitch, I will come to your wedding if it is on the same coast, preferably in the same region. I live in Atlanta, okay? So Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, New Orleans, the Carolinas, anything beyond the Carolinas, you pushing it. I do a New York and I do a LA. Beyond that, bitch, you finna get a pack of spoons. Or if you want me to sashay Shantae my fine, sexy, Grecian goddess ass down to your wedding in any municipality that requires a passport, then bitch, you need to pay for it. Okay, but that's me. I'm a working class girl, okay? Yes. For these superstar mega millions making ass bitches, 10 grand, Porsha, you got it. You got it. You the one walking around. Bitch, cash in that $80,000 snakeskin pocketbook that man bought you, or park that damn Rolls Royce for 3 weeks, okay, and save on gas on that big luxury U-Haul you driving, and you could have made it down to this girl wedding. Furthermore, money ain't the issue because Shamea strike me as the type that if I said, ooh, girl, I ain't got the 10, all I got is the 7, that mama would put the 3 on this shit. She's ain't spending up her money, no way. It's that man money. And the fact that they get married in the country, listen, I ain't trying to judge. Shamea wouldn't have mind helping you pay for your ticket because from looking at her ass, she don't come from no stock of people that can just pay to get their ass over to Africa. I'm pretty sure Shamea and Awele Mdungu, you know, paid for a good 30 people to get their ass over down to the Africa. Bitch, you want me to pass out rose petals and bubble gum up the damn seashore, then bitch, you need to pay for me to get there. Okay! So she would have helped you get that portion, but it's just a bigger reason. Either that, or what I really could have respected if you just said it was a work obligation between Bravo and Dish, you just couldn't make it. But telling your friend, I just don't think $10,000 for a plane ticket is Rolls Royce people problems. Especially considering the magnitude of y'all relationship. You figure it out, you put it on a credit card, you cash in some shoes, you sell some of them purses, you get there, okay? I need you right here, right now, right by my side, yeah. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. There are hills and mountains. See, now I went from feeling sexy and fishy. Now I gotta get all serious because Alita Adams done fucked up my sexy. And I'm sitting up here thinking about my mama singing that old ass song. You can't be looking all sexy with a song like Get Here If You Can on. Anyway, Karma, I love you to death. But mama, you don't got one little piece of haircut and now you just fierce and feisty. I'm gonna tell you something, Carmen, throughout the years, you've done a really good job of just not portraying yourself as somebody who was bitchy on this show. You've done a very good job of being supportive of Kandi in the past, supporting her through all this stuff without playing in it. You don't have any loyalty to Porsha, so I'm not mad with the fact that you were sitting at the table talking about it. I mean, at the end of the day, your loyalty is to Kandi, but it just took me by storm because I've never seen you be that overtly messy. And it's kind of hard because you and Kandi are best friends, and I get it, when she hurt, you hurt. But it's like, just as a grown-ass, sophisticated, sassy-ass, fishy-ass, natural woman like me, it's like, don't create a problem with a person where there isn't one. Now, granted, you ain't got to talk to Porsha, you ain't got to kiki with her, but don't create a problem with the girl by sitting up on the show firing up. And then that part when you said, you know, she not used to her legs being down, she used to them being up. Don't get me wrong, me and my homegirls, we kiki and we just said shit like that too and called a whole bunch of other things. But we wouldn't have did that down to the job house with the cameras rolling. It just was unbecoming, and it further lends itself to the narrative that, you know, Kandi sends her goons out to do her dirty work. Like, honestly, Carmen, that shit was unsolicited. You knew them damn cameras were rolling and y'all was mic'd up. So, Carmen, for me, you get a, you know, you get a side eye from me. But at the end of the day, if you one of those people that just don't give a fuck and you like, fuck it, fuck her, then I get it. You know, Kandi is your homegirl, rock and roll with her. Let me see. No, Cynthia. Now, I don't know what happened between the time I was a little girl and became this big, sexy woman when I backed my ass up. But these kids is growing up too fast for my liking. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, I don't know that I'm letting my 19-year-old drive 4 hours from Atlanta to Charlotte. That's too grown, and she damn sure ain't driving to see no nigga. Okay, that is too grown. That would be one of those situations, Cynthia, and I know Noelle probably doesn't have any older cousins or brothers with her down to the lake house, but her older brother would have had to be with her. She would have had to have flown, or Peter would have had to drive her or something like that. That's real grown, especially considering the fact that she's on this 1 year sabbatical finding herself. I'm always gonna be partial to a bitch going to college after high school, immediately after, because that's what I did, and it was an experience that could not be duplicated, replicated. And now it ain't all about the degree. It's not about the degree. And it's funny because that's the rebuttal that people who did not go to college always had to say, well, it ain't about the degree. I know people with degrees who still can't get jobs, or, you know, look at me, I didn't go to college and I'm doing better than most people who went to college, and rightfully so. But I'm gonna tell you something, whether you doing better or not, for me, college ain't even about getting a career. It's about the experience. It's about the buffer between childhood and adulthood. And I'm sorry, I don't give two fucks. Unless you leave home, go to college, or go to the military, there is no formalized buffer that transitions you from being a teenager to an adult. What is it? It damn sure ain't driving up and down the damn interstate from Atlanta to Charlotte for no dick. I'm sorry. My first road trip where I ever drove alone was driving from Tallahassee, Florida, from Florida State University down to the Miami, okay? I went to college at 17, 18, got a car my sophomore year. So about 19 years old, Noelle's age, I was driving 6 hours in the car. But the difference is I was on the Florida Turnpike with 38,000 other students who was driving from Tallahassee down, passing all the other schools in the Panhandle, passing Gainesville, USF, FAMU, Bethune. Everybody who was on the road during those holiday times was students. We were all doing it together. Your daughter on the road with grown people who just driving up and down the highway because they can, and with truck drivers to go get some dick. I'm not here for it. It's just a little grown to me. And here's the other thing I don't understand about these celebrity kids. I am all for the parents having the financial means for their kids to be able to Tootsie Roll and Foo La La all over the United States of America. But my whole thing is, Why can't they find themselves and explore their lives in the same place everybody else they age is finding themselves and exploring their lives, in the freshman dormitory? Because my whole thing is, when they don't go away immediately, it says to me that they don't plan on going away. Because my whole thing is, in a year or two, your ass gonna be 21 years old, and you expect me to reasonably believe a 21-year-old finna be in the dorms with the 18-year-olds? It's just grown. But let me get off this lady parenting, because it don't went all the way from the Housewives to just what I feel. But y'all know, honey, colleges would taught me to be, you know what I'm saying, all this, honey. Yes. Let me see. Shereé and this abuse. Ooh, I just a chill. It'll chill up and down my spine. Juice is flowing, damn, I'm fine. If you're horny, I just got mudded out, so bitch, I can't do nothing for you. Ride it, no, not this pony or that pony. Shereé with this abuse. Let me tell you something. At least Shereé done found her some business this season, and this business of her own. Just for the life of me, I just hope that she's already internally processed this before she brought it to the cameras. Because dealing with something so deeply personal could be very hard to do on camera. I love the fact that she, well, no, I ain't even gonna say I love the fact that she facing the business. I love the fact that Shereé just meddling in business of her own this season. You got enough of it, and I'm not making light of domestic dispute whatsoever, but you let a blind man, you let a... You let that old eggplant shaped ass man with one eye beat up on you. Yeah, bitch, stop telling other people business. We want to know how the hell you let that go down. Hey, must be the money. And speaking of, honey, must be the money. Oh, I ain't got no more topics. I was going to say Shamea party with Porsha. You know what, y'all? I'm surprised I was able to squeeze this much out of this video, because this show really gave me a whole bunch of nothing. But you know what did, baby? That escape just kicking in. I'm finna change out of this sexy ass outfit. I'm finna put me on an old rough tomboy ass outfit, because I got shit to do today. And I'm gonna call you back, that's a girl. Bye.